Yeah, just been asked to comment or make a video or whatever about the shit path that we had, which came from that deal that Chucker and all that did. Um, so I'll tell you a bit about that. We got that from my brother. My brother's older than me. He's 10 years older than me. Um, he's got a few. I mean, he had a few, but probably still has. He's got a few connections. He had a few connections in Mepham, which is up near North Kent, Gravesend that way. So that's where I believe my brother got the puff from. And basically, me and my pal, we'll call Mr. G, just used to sit in my mate's house, having sessions, puffing away, whatnot. And my brother sort of turned up. You boys interested in this? It's dirt cheap. Boom, we were just on it. You know what I mean? We were just on it before we even really tried it. But it was that cheap. You know what I mean? It was that cheap that it had to be done. Anyway, we bought that and we smoked it, smoked a bit more, and it did something to you. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't completely, well, yeah, it was completely shit, but it did do something to you, or it did something to me. Do you know what I mean? It did something to the others as well, and we knocked that out in our village, and we had people coming back for that. We had people coming back for that shit puff. But yeah, had a right weird smell to it. But it was cheap. So I'm just putting my trainers on, guys. Go walk down the shop, get some electric. But yeah, that's the story of the path. I believe it came. Well, I know the geezer's name, I think, but I ain't going to mention that. But they come from Mepham in Kent, so that's where it would have come through. But I believe a lot of that Essex gear and the edibles, the pills that killed Leah Betts, that Tucker and all that had. We had some of them. We used to get all the pills that Essex got, Kent got. Do you know what I mean? Because we're next door to each other. I would presume a lot of them drugs. Well, no, a lot of them drugs come into Kent through North Kent. I know people myself. Do you know what I mean? Where that goes on today. But yeah, a lot of scrapyards, places like that in Kent. A lot of shifty people. Well, I say shifty, just, do you know what I mean? No more shifty than me, really. But yeah, that's the story of the path. We sold a lot. Did it a bit cheaper. Trying to think what we was knocking it out at. I think we were selling it for a tenner an eighth. And really, it should have been 15s if it was proper in our village. That was the rates back then. Yeah. Anyway, I'll add a bit more on this later.